What is going on, everyone? My name is Crin42, and today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Probably not going to have a lot of energy today. The internet went out earlier, so the stream is starting like 3 hours later than it normally should. So I'm like really tired. Additionally, I got Windows cyberbullying me about needing to update Microsoft Defender. I really need that right now, Windows. Thank you very much. So anyway, we're gonna get through, essentially, what would this be considered? Part 2? Because we're after the part of where Sayori and Heroes herself. We're doing kind of just the main story again, but it's gonna be a little bit different because it's gonna be glitched out and whatnot. And I'm gonna stop right before we get to the actual festival day. That way we'll be able to do all that in one go next week. If we do stream next week, I'm working overtime, so we'll see if we even do anything next week. And then once we're done with the main story, well, actually after festival day, we'll have an entire day where we'll just kind of speed run through Act 3. That's the part where Monica talks to you. I'm not going to do all of the conversation stuff with her, simply because it takes something like 2 hours to get through the whole thing if you do it. So instead we're just going to I'm dying over here, that's all. So instead we're just going to probably do like the main responses until I get bored of it, and hopefully my voice doesn't give out completely today. We might have to make this a whole 5-minute stream. We'll see. Can't talk today. So anyway, we're gonna do Act 3. We'll hit the highlights of that. I'm not gonna do literally every single response. And then we'll do Act 4 after that. That's gonna be all like probably one single day, because that's all relatively short. In fact, we might even be able to start the side stories that same day. And then when we finish with the side stories, we're going to move on to Fallout 76. Because I want to get a character leveled up enough that I can do basically the side story, The Pit, that's coming out in end of September. And it's going to take some time to get a character leveled up for that. So I'm going to try to do a stream today. It wasn't until I started talking that I realized my throat is really scratchy and it's not good. So we'll see how this goes. Before I do that, everything looks to be okay with the audio levels. Sure, why not? In fact, I can probably dial down the volume a little bit so that it's not going to peak while I'm busy talking. This doesn't seem to actually do anything. If I turn it the whole way up, it actually makes it lower. I wonder if they put the dial on backward for this. Like literally, the higher I turn up my volume on the microphone, the lower it goes. The VO7U that I'm using actually does have a built-in limiter, but it's not supposed to kick in until the midpoint. I literally am wondering if maybe yeah. Actually, all the dots look the same. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to like look at it, but we're just gonna put it back where it was, and we'll figure this out as we go. If we start peaking, then it'd be like that sometimes. I had this microphone for, what, 2 months, and I still haven't figured out how to get the audio levels adjusted properly. It's well past the time where it would, oh, that just massively peaked over for some reason. Good job, microphone. So it's well past the point where I would be able to return it, but this may end up being a giveaway prize someday. And I may just go with a Shure SM7B or something. It's a little more well tested and proven. This microphone was released only 6 months ago, and there weren't that many reviews for it. They were all very glowing reviews. People love the microphone, but I've never heard of anybody having the kind of weird audio issue where the more you turn up the gain on the microphone, the lower it gets. Almost like they put my switch on backward or something. maybe the sticker or the paint they put on was wrong. I don't know, but nobody came here to listen to me rant about things, so we're gonna do some voice acting really poorly in Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, this is a very disturbing game. Yeah, that's not disturbing at all. Alright, let's load up our game. What's our latest one? Probably that one. Okay, with that, I depart the club room and make my way home. What am I making my way home from? I don't know. We like restarted here. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a good poem tonight. I gotta turn down this audio attenuator. It is way too loud in my ears, and it's probably even being picked up by the microphone. I've noticed that when my text-to-speech alerts come through, that it'll bleed through my microphone, bleed through my headphones into the microphone. It's always good. Everybody, loves that. So if it's an alert, I have to like cancel. I have to like slam that cancel button real quick. Alright, so we're doing a poem. I have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Of course. Why wasn't there a warning for this? I don't know. Today, I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels right now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again, unless I decide to, well, I'm on YouTube right now, so I can't say that, unless I decide to go meet Allah or something. I left a memento of the occasion below. Oh, that's messed up. No. Alright, this game is gonna get me in trouble with YouTube, isn't it? Yeah, well, the things in there have things I can't be saying on YouTube. Okay, you will get, like, a community guideline strike. And I don't need one. Here, we'll do boop, that seems reasonable. We'll do flea. Oh, she liked, that's weird. Why would you like flea? I don't know, it's weird. Let's do that one. I'm just gonna pick it random, I really don't care. Poof. Shopping. Trying to keep it even between them, but it's not really going too well. I'm literally just picking words at random. If anybody has any suggestions, sound out in the chat. Even though I'm kind of going too fast for it to really come through. We'll figure it out as we go. Here, we'll do death. Yeah, she's like thrilled at death. All the sad ones have Yuri excited. It's kind of messed up. Just saying. She was like, yeah, shame. We'll do sparkle. The other one likes sparkle. Is this like clipped off my screen? No, she just happened to jump too far over, I think. We'll do puppy. Puppies are always fun. Alright, playground, whatever. We'll see how that goes. Hey again, Crin. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Yeah, I'm peaking way too much. I gotta turn down this audio. Maybe move my microphone away. Alright, let's try that again. This might be a little... It's still way too high. Let's try this. Is this going better? Microphone, you doing better? This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Okay, that's a little too quiet now. This might be a little... I literally moved it like a tiny fraction of an inch. Come on. Alright, this might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Alright, this is just gonna have to do. Audio's gonna be all over the place, I guess. Why not? Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is hanging out already. Thanks for keeping your promise, Krind. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you will see the end. Then you won't see the end of it.
And how's that audio doing? Let's try this again.
But if you don't take us seriously,
why is it peaking? I'm not doing it that much. Alright, let's try.
But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Alright, I'm just gonna have to constrain my voice to make sure I don't get too animated. Otherwise, the microphone's gonna blow up or something. I don't know. It's covered up. Natsuki certainly... I can't see what that says. Is that part of the game? Is she supposed to jump in front of that? It looks like Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for somebody who keeps her manga collection in the club room. I think that was, yeah, in the club room is where she keeps that. You notice the background is tilted sideways. That's kind of cool. It's like the game's destabilizing.
Monica!
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Yeah, okay, that... I don't know. Is it supposed to be like that? I would assume it probably is. Yeah.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Krind. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Sure. That's not weird at all. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointing glance. Given the way this game is going, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like, yeah, Yuri shoots Natsuki with a gun.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, see, canonically, Krind can't read, so this is not going to go too well. Well, I can't really say no either way, but I also can't read. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. But if you don't ask, I'm literally going to sit here and stare at the wall till I get to go home, and that really just benefits me.
Well, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, or literally at all, because I am illiterate, but I'll be happy to pick up a book and stare at it if you wanted to me, but I absolutely won't be able to read.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. It's the Necronomicon. We have begun the sacrifice ritual already. How about that?
I didn't want you to feel left out, so we're going to do a blood sacrifice today. It's a really simple spell. All you need is a knife, some black candles, a pentagram that's drawn with some chalk, and this here Necronomicon. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy.
I wish I could have read this line first. It would have been so much funnier to do the Necronomicon bit.
It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
Yeah, spellbooks tend to be pretty short. Yeah.
And we could, you know, discuss it. If you wanted.
Alright. Is this supposed to be her or me stammering? This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know, it sounds kind of weird to me, man. Like, no actual woman acts like this, at least not in my experience, but whatever. Maybe I just don't know enough weebs. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this! And by read, I mean I'm gonna stare at it and I hope it has pictures, so I can get the general gist of it.
I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh look, the whole area's evened out now. Good, we're back into reality, I guess. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, because, you know, this is a literature club. Primarily what we would do is read. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuke is rummaging around in the closet. You know, as one does. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It has a pentagram on it and the severed head of a goat. Clearly, this is not disturbing at all. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Exactly. It is a Necronomicon. I called it. More than that, she seems to be on the last few pages. Oh good, she's on the final ritual, the apocalypse. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. She sneaks a glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. They are forcing this so hard. It's weird. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. You know, as you do when you don't have the mental capacity to read a book. You just kind of stare at the wall until you hear the bell ring, and you hope you can get to go home. I mutter this, sensing that I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
Aw, that's the book you gave to me, right?
Uh-huh. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Aw, just curious, but how come you have 2 copies of the same book? And more importantly, why is it 2 copies of the Necronomicon? Do you have a whole, like, little Satanism club going on here that we don't know about? Because that sounds like a more fun club, and I would have rather have joined that one instead of the dumb literature club.
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
You know, as one does. You go out, you see a book, it's like $30. You're like, hey, you know it'd be great? Having 2 of the same book and having absolutely no ulterior motives at all and buying 2 of them. Oh, I see. I absolutely do not. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go, because, again, Kryn as a character does not have the mental capacity to understand what's going on. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. You know, a story about a man and a woman who want to sacrifice the entire population of the planet in order to bring forth Cthulhu and the end times.
Aw, is that so? What's the story about, anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov, but that's its government name, because we couldn't really call it the Necronomicon, because that would be banned otherwise. There's an ominous-looking eyeshadow on the front cover. Exactly. Necronomicon confirmed. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison.
What?
It started as a joke, but this might literally be like an allegory for the Necronomicon. Good job. So basically, this is a religious camp. It's about a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood.
What?
But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. And also the bloodletting and the torture and the human experimentation. I'm all kinds of fucked up in the head. Not the thing about limbs, at least not publicly. I would never publicly admit to being into that, because that'll get you on a watch list.
Oh, that's kind of, the word is fucked up. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from out of nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, friend?
Oh no, it's not that. It's that it's kind of fucked up. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. It's not like I actually plan to read this book. I'm just gonna look for the pictures, that's all.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those sort of things. Okay, according to where we're at in the story, how would the character even know that? I don't know. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind of story that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway.
Well, shit. That's some disturbing shit right there, I tell you what. Alright.
Then suddenly... Oh, I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hi, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole... Oh, I didn't get to read that. That would have been... Can I go back? Can I go back and read that? That looks kind of cool. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Is it gonna let me, Oh shit, it won't let me read that. Really? Oh, come on. I guess we'll have to go back. I'm gonna see what that looked like. That looked really cool. But evidently, we're not meant to actually read that. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. You know, just, being possessed by the devil and all gets you like that, you know? And please stop me if I'm talking too much.
Oh, that's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's... Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it right now, right?
Yes. I mean, if you don't have to, but...
Ha 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 ha! What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into a seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem to be a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in the company of someone else.
Oh, I see. You're a weirdo, aren't you? Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Oh, alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye, and the bottom of my soul. I don't know where. There's a song like that, isn't there? Corner of my eye, bottom of my heart, or something like that. I think What was the guy in the 80s? Rod Stewart. Yeah, I think he did it. Yeah. Anyway, I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. She's creeping on me like a weirdo. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just bathing in the blood of feeling your...
Come on, I really want... That would have been so cool to read. Come on, game. Why you gotta do this to me? You, like, lead me on with these cool voice lines and... Come on. Come on. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. I'm sorry for saying I'm sorry too much. I'd be perfectly at home in Canada right now. Sorry. I mean...
Ha 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 ha! Here, this should work, right? Slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Alright. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. Oh, I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. Oh, here.
And she turns the page. There we go, we got the highlight, ridiculously detailed drawing, because why not? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Aww. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Sir, you're down bad, aren't you? Sir, stop it. Stop it. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Oh?
To turn the page.
Oh, sorry. I was busy pretending to read so long I forgot you actually have to turn the page. It's a rookie mistake, I know. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
There she is. She picked up on it. She knows I'm illiterate. I'm exposed. No. No.
I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer.
Just don't take too long.
It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me and my psychological issues, you know?
Yeah! Thanks! We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange, because this man is down bad. Really, really down bad. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri! This might be a silly thought, but the main character kinda reminds me of you a little bit.
Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. I mean, I do, because they like stabbing people. I like stabbing people. But in other ways, no, this is not the same character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's who you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. You know, like the aforementioned stabbings. Stabbings are fun.
Oh, something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Ha 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 ha.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Huh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. Oh, you can rest if you're feeling sick or something. She's down with the sickness. Your breathing is a little, heavy right there.
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice that I was breathing. That means I'm still alive after all. Hot damn. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water is all. Just a little bit of the old hydration in here.
Oh, that's alright. Don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Friend, did something just happen right now? Huh? I have no idea. I am totally lost. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't actually know anything after all? You literally don't know anything, do you? Oh, sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her, you weirdo. Oh, no, nothing. What are you trying to imply? Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. She's just generally a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Oh, yeah, I was just asking, because she's kind of the vice president of the club, and it might be a bit important to have the vice president present when we do club-related things, but whatever. So I stand up, and I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and I slip it back into my bag. Sir, you've heard of this thing called a bookmark, right? If you don't have a bookmark, because after all you can't read, so why would you have book reading paraphernalia? But just put a piece of paper on the page that you were on, okay? Not that hard. And if it was a book that you owned and, didn't get as a gift, then you probably could just bend over the corner and that would help you find it, but apparently that's too complicated for good old Krind over here. Alright, so who should I show my poem to first? We'll go with Natsuke so I can completely ruin my voice today. I told Natsuke I was interested in her poems today. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Huh? Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Oh, that's a little blunt, you bitch. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad, I just implied it is all. And if you don't understand the implication, then that's your business. It just didn't evoke any emotions, because I'm a robot. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Ma'am, that is assault. Ma'am, why are you assaulting your fellow classmates? I'll pass, because I'll smack you into next week. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it, or even understand it, or even be able to read it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. That's literally all there is to it. That is so stupid and basic. But okay, sure. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. Yeah, you were right. That was a terrible poem. Your poem was bad and you should feel bad, okay? Oh, I like it.
What? Just be honest.
Oh, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people didn't even try to take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to be able to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it, my own inferiority complex. Oh yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about writing simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
I completely screwed that up. We're gonna redo that.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
Sure. Oh, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm a pro poem writer, a pro poest. Whatever the term is for a person who writes a poem, I'm a pro at it. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Oh yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment, because she's not really all that smart. Let's just be honest here. Pretending that you're smart and being smart are two different things. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuke is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, there's literally only one left, so we'll go with Monica.
Hey, Krint! Having a good time so far?
Oh, yeah!
Good! Glad to hear it! By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Quite literally always listening at all hours of the day, in your home, when you're in bed, trying to sleep. I can hear your thoughts, and I can feel the feelings that you think that you feel. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, because I can't read, and therefore should have no business being in a literature club, but it'd be like that sometimes. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. In other words, when there's other members that I can pawn off any job responsibilities to.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
Oh, it's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to, since you're the club president and all.
Don't worry, Krint. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Oh yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Great job, Krint. I was getting ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Haha, I'll make sure not to do that again.
Oh, it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. For example, I literally can't read, so your expectation should somehow be even lower than that. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism and all that fancy stuff. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though.
but sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a whole lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, when she was creeping on you and you were too dumb to pick up on that. I think if she gets too stimulated, she'll end up withdrawing and looking for some alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri bursts in saying, "Hey, I heard that." Except for I said that way too loud and way too energetically. She would never say it like that. Yuri!
I'm back.
I need to say that more menacingly.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
No, not really. We were just talking shit about you, that's all. Just shit talking my best friend Yuri, that's all. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. It's not like you were the vice president or anything and have a whole bunch of responsibilities, which includes stuff like, being on time for club events, and not running out in the middle of a club event, basic stuff like that. We all still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all that time you needed.
Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now.
Anyway, did you want to read my poem now? Not like I have a choice, so yeah, sure, why not? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I'm excellent.
Aw, you sound very confident for somebody who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It's literally part of my programming. Personality. Who I be. That doesn't always mean that I feel that way,
I see. I do not see it all. Well, let's read it then.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Alright, we gotta scroll down. Come on. There we go. Alright. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
This meant to be read backwards or something? It's really confusing. Well, obviously it's an allegory for for Monica realizing the main character would be an escape from the prison of the, well, we're kind of going ahead of ourselves here. There might be people that haven't seen the game before, so we'll just continue.
So, what do you think?
It's very, freeform, if that's what you call it. In other words, it sucked. Sorry, I'm just not the right person to ask for feedback. I literally didn't even read this. I just stared at it and the words that popped into my head. Is that what reading is? I'm not sure.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular nowadays. It's so cool. All the cool kids are doing it, That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently, It's been influencing my poems just a little bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I realize that none of this is real. I'm just kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets a little too fixated on a specific point. Is it gonna advance? Come on, there we go. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink, just like the inside of my soul. So if you move your hand and go with the flow, just go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Here's Yuri's poem. Who should I show my poem to next? We'll go with Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Oh? Well, what was that?
Huh? Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's gonna hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ha 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 ha.
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Almost like there was an entire other universe you were in, where you learned how to write poems in a very, very similar scenario.
Oh, really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are very specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. And I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they try to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they try to form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like doctoral level analysis, but sure.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuke can be a bit biased though, because she's a total bitch.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that, even if they're a total bitch like Natsuke is.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, it's fine. Not really, but we're gonna pretend it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuke. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which is in itself kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I just hit the microphone, so we're going to do that again. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to yet be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms. Is that supposed to be calms? Calmly breathing. I don't know. That's really actually hard to read. Calm breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, and I flicker back.
Okay. That was actually kind of hard to read, but okay.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
Yeah, you don't say so, right? Yeah. What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read it. And in fact, so long that I would think that, Krind, are you illiterate? Do you even know how to read? I mean, why would you join a literature club if you can't read?
Yeah, that's probably the best joke we came up with. Just can't read, join the literature club. I don't know why. Exactly! Join a literature club to learn how to read! The experts will teach you like they got nothing better to do. Well, I just don't read script very often. I'm kind of one of those millennials that barely knows how to read it. Those Zoomers wouldn't know it at all. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
I also liked the poem. It had words on it. I even understood some of them, like the word ah, and the letter A, and that's about it. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Oh, not at all. In fact, I would wish it would be even shorter. Can we do like a haiku, but like not even that long? Maybe like just 3 or 4 lines. That should be fine, right? Maybe even less. Maybe 1 line.
I'm really glad that you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Ghosts are cool.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Krind. It's about the hollow and empty lives that we all lead.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
Oh, that's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive.
Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so
No, mine was garbage. I literally just took some words out of some magazines, cut them out, and pasted them onto a piece of paper. Doesn't look like a psychopath wrote it at all. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. Goddamn, thinking about that illiteracy thing. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Trend.
Don't do that. I'm not worth it, but you know, you just keep trying at least a little bit, and that'll be more than my illiterate self deserves. Me too. Me too. Phew. Why are we verbalizing the word few? I don't know. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It looks kind of empty, because there should be a lot more than just 3 people here. I love the distorted music in the background. That's kind of fun. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Well, yeah, I mean, what'd you expect? You joined a literature club and you can't read. I think that you should probably join another club, sir. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Time to go onto the internet and do some plagiarism. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. Oh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuke. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuke's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuke dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Our lives are hollow and meaningless, so why even bother trying? How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Number 1, you best step off, bitch. I'ma stab you one day.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Kryn did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me, bitch? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which would not be one of your poems at all, which I haven't yet.
Oh no, she's saying the gamer word. No!
And Kryn liked my word too, you know? And Kryn liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. And he's impressed by anything because he literally has no standards at all.
Natsuke suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well. Fight, 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 fight.
Maybe you're just jealous that Kryn appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, which I am not, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one.
Okay, we can't say that. We demonetization inbound. No. Alright, I trust that you've all read that on your own. We're gonna move on now.
Natsuke.
Natsuke, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
I can't do two voices at once, come on.
This doesn't involve you.
It's as close as I can get to a hybrid between those two.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuke.
Me? Who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch?
I like it. I like it. They redid the lines. They're more fun now.
Edgy?
I like how Malware Bites is coming up asking me if I want to renew. Thanks, Malware Bites, but no, I do not want to renew at this time. I would like to play my game.
Edgy?
Ooh, it's getting worse as time goes on. That's neat. I like it.
Sorry that my lifestyle is a little too much for someone your mental age to comprehend.
What kind of lifestyle are you talking about, lady?
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves as after they graduate middle school, you know?
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Whoa, be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri.
Oh, don't worry, it's gonna happen. The knives will be out.
Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
I like it. I like the new lines. These lines are so much better. This cracks me up.
What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Kryn hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing there.
Kryn, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Oh, come on. I would love to read that, but come on. That went by way too fast. Who am I going to side with? We're going to go with Yuri, because she's getting bullied. She's getting bullied right now, and we don't condone bullying in here. Oh, I'm not allowed to select it. Oh, it's, like, zooming in each time. I love it. Just zoom in closer. There we go. Jump scare. Hi. How's it going, Monica? You doing alright? You doing alright there? How's it going? Hey, you there? Can I click outside of here? No? Can I do anything? Oh, there it goes. It disappeared. Monica is just staring intently. Say nothing at all.
Hey, Kryn. You kind of broke everything, so we're gonna reset now. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay.
So we go outside, and we're gonna fight.
Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to just stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ha 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 ha! Some president I am, right? Can't even control my own members. I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend a little less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuke runs out of the classroom. Then she runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. She's got some psychological damage right there. Yuri!
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuke. Or did.
Grind. Please don't hate me.
Oh, don't worry, I will. No matter what you did, I will always hate you.
Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
Oh, it's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it all by tomorrow. Forget about it all by tomorrow.
We will learn how to speak by the end of this stream.
Completely.
Uh,
Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want, unless you want to just sit here and deal with the awkwardness of this whole situation. That's cool too. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika.
You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
Well, I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. You trying to be sneaky here? Trying to pull one over on the old Monika?
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Krind. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
Oh, don't worry, Yuri. She's always listening.
Uh,
I guess I don't really have a choice now, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really appreciate...
That just like skips. And now all of a sudden we're doing a poem. How about that? Alright, we'll save, because I haven't saved in a while. Empty slot, why not? Yeah. So far, it's gone interesting, I tell you what. I didn't think there would actually be new dialogues. That's pretty cool. Alright, we'll do it. Here, we'll just do whatever the first one is. Ooh, let's click that one. That one looks fun. Hey, I broke the game. How about that? After image. Yeah! If I didn't click that one, would I have done this? Actually, I can load and we'll find out. Yes. We'll just do all the bottom right ones. Apparently she likes them all. Alright, it's not doing it this time. Is that all random? I guess it is, because it brings it up later on in this one. Alright, we'll see what happens. I mean, we can always load if we wanted to. We obviously have to do Doki Doki. Alright. Another day passes and it's time for the meeting already. Gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Krind.
Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little bit. Well, yeah. It's not like these people are friends outside the club, so they don't have time to, like, apologize or anything. So, obviously, we're still gonna have the same kind of conflict coming into the next day. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking across around the room. Natsuke is reading manga at a desk. Unsurprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Alright.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound, because I'm not mentally sound. Please don't think that we're usually like this, although we certainly are. Not just me, but Natsuke as well.
Aw, Yuri! I'm really happy that you were considerate and apologized. Now the real question is, do you apologize to Natsuke? Because that's the one you should have apologized to, not me. You don't have to worry too much, though. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were all just a little extra sensitive, because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you, because my opinion of you can't get any lower. I had already decided there's no way you can be a bad person, because you're an awful person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you didn't really mean it.
Krind, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. If I get too happy, then bad things will happen. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything's a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
It's like,
Oh, no, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
huh?
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuke is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Natsuke, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things that I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So...
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Huh?
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
I guess that's probably a good voice for the demon version of it. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
Huh? But...
I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps make you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
No, not at all. I don't hate you, I just loathe you. I'm gonna stab you, bitch. I'm gonna cut you open.
Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Well, what kind of backhanded compliment was that, bitch?
Natsuke turns to me. So, you're still on trial, though. It's trial to the death. Hi! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry! Super sorry! Sorry. Aw, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I actually did because I didn't want to be here. But then I kind of had to be here, so I just kind of showed up when I felt like it. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Oh, nah. Well, Natsuke was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, and I got busy studying, as one should, and totally forgot about the club, because the club's kind of boring. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. Well, I must not have heard it, since I was practicing the piano. Oh, we're doing piano again.
Yeah, we are doing piano again. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica.
Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a little while, but I'm still not really good yet.
Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed.
Well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's pretty demanding, Natsuke. Why should I play something for you, of all people? Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Oh, that sounds cool. I look forward to it. Ah, is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, friend. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, this got weird real quick. I didn't mean to put any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. Oh, I see. No, I do not see. I'm not sure if Monica is referring to the whole club or just me. Oh, in that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Oh, no, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. It's gonna be our little secret forever. Besides, Natsuke has already run off into the closet, you know, as one does.
Friend, since your compliments put me in such a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club, of course. This is a Christian stream. We wouldn't do anything degenerate. Nothing degenerate at all.
Oh yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be alright. Can we start now? We'll just kind of lock Natsuke in the closet and kick Monica out and lock her outside the room, and then we'll have a good old time, right? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I?
First of all, how do you need to find a spot to sit? You're in an empty classroom and there's only 4 people in there. Really. Just literally pick a desk.
I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Oh, don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
And yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I might be having an anxiety attack right now. Since I'm basically a robot lady, I don't know the difference between the two. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Oh, take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Oh, not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. By the way, do you take one tablet or two tablets of cyanide?
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. She's gonna run into Natsuki and it's gonna get real awkward real fast. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Aw, sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Aw, geez, we're fancy right now, aren't we?
I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. You're really trying to force this, aren't you?
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. I would rather be by myself. Don't want any weirdos nearby me. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? Oh no, not like that, this time at least. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. ... the dots have a bowl of dark text around them. Are they demon dots? 10 minutes pass. Yuri said she wouldn't take long. Yeah, she should have been there and back in like 30 seconds. Guess she got lost and drowned herself in a lake or something. I don't know. Is something holding her up? Yeah, the water flotation devices are keeping her up. She's trying to defeat them though. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Just start wandering the hall. Oh, cool, we're gonna find out some interesting stuff about Yuri. Kids, avert your eyes. Don't look, children. Don't look. Alright. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain, which is probably just down the hall. I start heading down the hallway, as one does. What was that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale, like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? Probably. Children, avert your eyes. I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri! Yeah. Well, geez, lady. First of all, you gotta do it in a more discreet location. Just saying. Wow, it's skipping around. Oh, it's looping through it. Okay. So it looped through it and then took you back into the classroom. And we're just pretending that she's back and everything's normal.
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Friend, do you like oolong tea?
Oh, yeah! Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle at 200 degrees. Aren't they supposed to be in Japan, so shouldn't that be like 100 degrees? Because that's like the equivalent of 212, which is where water boils at.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
Oh, you really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. Tea is very serious business. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything, the only tea I drink is sweet tea, and all you do is you boil some water, pour it over a tea bag, and then pour like 2 pounds of sugar into it.
That's how you make yourself some sweet tea. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a real good mood now. Got all the pain out of the blood and all that, you know.
Is that so? I was letting it show. Oh no, I shouldn't allow my emotions to show. How else will I get a reputation of being a total robot? And you noticed. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I was doing a little bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do, because it's not hard for any human being to actually express themselves. You just gotta put forth the effort and be willing to get, made fun of from time to time. As the kids would say, it's sometimes cringe, but it's okay to be a little bit cringe sometimes. I kind of ruined the flow of that, didn't I? We'll just read the line. When it's you who's around anyway.
Aww, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
Oh, you're always worrying about me, Krind. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this.
Sir, you need to calm down. Sir, go outside and touch some grass. Just touch some grass, and suddenly your world will expand greatly if you just leave the house.
I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Krind, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Because, sitting in a chair is, too comfortable, and so we must be punished and sit on the floor.
Oh, why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. Are they trying to make an unchristian reference to her chest size? This is a Christian stream developer. How dare you? I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Oh, no worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Yeah, they're gonna make a reference to her quadruple Ds.
Oh, is that so? I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that one out. It's most likely because of my, well, this is a Christian stream, so even if she does say it, no, I'm not actually gonna say it.
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Gotta keep the stream Christian right here. I have a terrible reading posture. Cause my boobs. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. How'd I get this? I don't know. Is it even chocolate? We'll find out. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. Alright. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each one holding half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer together. God damn it. This game.
I can't see too well.
Well, turn on a light.
Huh?
Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. Alright. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Sir, go outside. Touch some grass. Just stop being a weirdo. Yeah, go outside. Exactly. He's trying too hard to pretend to read to impress her, and it's just not going too well. Okay? So he needs... What? Okay.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Is she gonna start feeding me too? This is gonna get weird, isn't it?
Hold on. Yeah, it probably is, yeah. Alright, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Yeah, this whole stream's gonna be demonetized. It's good. No one... Oh well. Because now I need to make sure I don't accidentally touch her... Oh, no, we're not reading that. No. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Oh, sorry! I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. Something degenerate is about to happen, isn't it? Probably. We need more alcohol, children. So much more alcohol. I don't think we can get through this today. Oh, you can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. I'm kind of on a permanent diet, as one is. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. I didn't even think about that. Mostly because I never read, so why would I ever encounter something like that? My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. There we go. I got the weirdly detailed photo of her. Why? I don't know. But why not? Yuri opens the book with both hands, as one does. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. That's not how you would phrase that in English, but okay. She holds it so it's easy for me to read. We'll go with that. As a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Sir, how down bad are you? Literally just go outside. You will meet tons of women out there if you go outside. And then you won't be a weirdo. Well, in that case... Yuri is already focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. You know, if these things have wrappers, why couldn't he just use the wrapper to eat it? Why make a big deal out of it? Then I take another chocolate. I hold it up to Yuri. Oh god, why? No. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this is a completely natural situation. This game is, it's trying too hard. That means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Why? Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Yeah, for people that are relative strangers that only met each other 2 days ago, this is a very weird situation. Nobody in real life would do something like this. Friend. Well, sorry. I was just being weird is all. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. Oh no. This is not good. No. I can't. Friend. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. This ain't gonna go well at all. My teacup gets knocked over. Oh no, my tea. Oh no, my tea. Alright, she's standing in front of the closet. This is not good at all. Alright, I just rearranged the microphone. I'm gonna do a quick audio check. Is this any better? No, I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, huh? Friend. My heart. Oh no, I've given her a heart attack. No, she had some sort of congenital heart disease. She's gonna die. F's in the chat, everyone. F's in the chat. My heart won't stop pounding, Krind. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Yeah, it's called an anxiety attack. You need to chill, lady. Just chill out. Can you feel it, Krind? No, I am not. This is a Christian stream, lady. This is a Christian stream. We don't do that. You already suddenly no, we're not reading that. I'm gonna take a drink. And think about the times when I didn't have any community guidelines strikes on my channel. I actually haven't gotten any community guideline strikes, but I play it up for effect to be what we consider entertaining, but it really isn't. It's probably just annoying at this point. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. If I don't read, then I gotta deal with the thoughts inside my head and the terrible things I think about doing every day. I just want to look at you. I just want to look at you, because she's down bad too, apparently, and this game doesn't really model human behavior that well. Oh no, she zoomed in on me, now she's looking at me and her eyes all cut open. What is going on now? I don't know if that's supposed to be like a gasp or what, so I'll just go, Why are her eyes darting everywhere? You see that? Here, I'm gonna move the mouse, because I think the mouse actually comes up on the stream. Yeah, why is her eye all cut open like that? Did she get punched in the eyeball the other day? Is that one of our side stories that we're going to find out later on? Oh, so now I'm back to I'm interpreting this as her having like an anxiety attack or heart attack because she doesn't understand human emotions, so she's like completely freaking out. But anybody else have any ideas? We can voice act it differently, but until then we'll just go There we go, we got Monica back in. She's breaking the tension by just being weird herself.
It's time to share poems! You know, like we do, because we're a literature club, and not a club for people that are too far down bad to really be together. So they should just be normal people with other people, you know? Who should I show my poem to first? Well, we spent too much time with Yuri, so we're going to do her last. We'll do Natsuke first. I hate voice acting her lines. They are so awful. It's also, yeah, it is because I do way too high pitch in voice. But no, I just don't care for the character. It's awful. So, well, it's not any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew what?
Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey! What makes you so? Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ha ha ha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, it's not what I meant. I meant you're a fucking bitch. Something tells me Natsuke completely missed the point. Yeah, he did intend to insult her. Yeah.
Just make sure you find a little bit of influence from everyone. I think you're at least being influenced by Yuri a little bit, aren't you? I mean, I know you've been like canoodling with her, spending time with her or whatever. But you know, Monica and I are just as good as her. At poems, I mean. So, you should really try to learn something, or you'll never get better. Here's the one I wrote. I'll make sure you learn something from it. Yeah, read it.
I think this, yeah, isn't this the same one she did before? So her poems are all the same then. It just seems to be Yuri's and Monica's that have changed. Actually, I think Monica's might have been the same too. Well, it doesn't matter. We still gotta read it anyway.
Ow, my throat. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing was my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. And that's why I'm not friends with her. I think I could probably scroll down. Yeah. There we go. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start liking spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her or any of her dumb old friends. I'm all alone. I'm gonna die alone. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. So Natsuke would really hate Spider-Man then. And everybody likes Spider-Man. He's the amazing spider bro. So no, this is one of the other reasons I don't care much for Natsuke as a character. So when we get to the end, we'll do the what waifu would you pick? Natsuke would not be number one. Not bad, right? Oh, it's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up.
I'm trying to get the microphone positioned here. Is this better? Let's see how that looks. Okay, let's move this down here and try talking. That's not even any better. Let's do right here. How's this going now? That's a little bit better.
Alright, I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best that I could do.
Oh no, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I'll have to explain it. Basically, spiders are gross and Amy is gross. Yeah. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk, just like me. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. My pleasure is hating people. Something that you're afraid of. I'm gonna have to reread this. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone thinks? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club, who I respectfully won't name.
Jesus Christ. Like, she doesn't even try to be nice. She's just like over the top, like, I hate everybody around me.
Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez. Now you're making me complain too much, and I'm gonna talk to the manager.
Oh, what did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess. Thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri even more. So, whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now.
I bet. I'm outie. Who should I show my poem to next? I'm gonna do Yuri, simply because she's the easiest to voice act and my throat hurts. I've been waiting for this.
let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Friend, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly?
Well, you see, I'm a pro gamer, and this is a game. So obviously, I gotta be pro at this game. Duh.
Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining things. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery and all that, you know, fancy words. Basically paint a picture with my words. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Her palms are shaking. Right, her palms are sweaty, her knees shaking. Something, Mom Spaghetti. I can't, what's the actual line on that? Palms are shaking, hands, or knees are shaking, palms sweaty.
You know what, we're gonna look this up real quick.
I'll probably end up getting a copyright claim if we play it, so I'm just trying to find the lyrics for it. What? Okay. Oh, no, we're not playing it. Here it is. Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on my sweater already, Mom Spaghetti.
It's definitely Yuri right now.
Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy. Vomit on my sweater already, Mom Spaghetti.
I don't think I've heard the song before. I just haven't heard it in so long. I have no idea how he actually says it. So I was just kind of like literally reading it. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Krind.
Wow, she's like down bad, huh?
Everything that you wrote is such a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it.
Ma'am, that's just the anxiety kicking in again. Go to the doctor, get some benzos or something, and then just be zonked out all day.
Ha 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 ha. I want to write a poem about this feeling. You know, literally any feeling at all is a brand new one for me, so... Is that bad, Krind? I'm not being weird, right?
Oh no, you've passed weird. You're very far past weird. You're into like, where is this even going, and why am I wasting my time with this kind of territory?
I'm having a harder time than usual. At concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. Does that say torn? A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time. Devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes, tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. Okay. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing porthole, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel.
Alright, so clearly the story is about breathing and a ship and all kinds of other stuff. Obviously, it's all gibberish. It's meant to elaborate on her, like, slowly collapsing mental status, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, basically, 10 years from now, the Zoomers will never be able to read this, so we're gonna move on.
Ha 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 ha. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen.
Wait, where did she get my pen from? Whoa, did she break into my house?
That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and, yeah. I just really like the way that it writes and does other things too. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. Ha 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 ha. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened?
No, we can't. This whole conversation's being forwarded to the police. You need some help, lady.
You can keep the poem, though.
That's cool. I don't want the poem, so no. I'm gonna show my poem. It's gonna be Yuri's poem. I'm gonna show the poem to Monica. Like, look at what this weirdo wrote.
Friend, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's great. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts, well, we're not allowed to say that. Yeah. You can read that. I'm gonna get a beer.
Alright, so it was really more of a drink. I still have some left, so... Well, the next major issue is when I'll probably get a refill. But, we're gonna move on.
Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be... Well, we can't say that either.
Moving on.
But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. I'm just implying it. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Wink, wink. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors they won't. Bright, beautiful colors.
Missing the vowels in there.
Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop.
Oh, it won't let me scroll cleanly. Okay.
The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating,
I don't know. There's so many missing letters in that.
squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. That's kind of fucked up. Endless, meaningless, I don't know.
Moving on down.
Scroll down. Come on, I believe in you. Delete her.
Alright, who are we deleting?
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game.
Hey, it's like it's telling me I need to save the game. I'm gonna go ahead and do that then.
You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yeah, let's get some emotional damage today. Yeah. I'm just gonna read it plain. Actually, let me read over this and make sure it's actually something I can read. Alright, yeah, there's nothing inherently bad about that. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Apparently somebody's anti-heroing.
Okay, everyone. Hey, look, my cursor's glitched out. Yeah. Neat. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Khanijaon, and we've started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance of finding more, you know? Let's feel great about getting new members anyway. We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. And that's okay. I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Krind? Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Krind to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything.
Or read. Yeah, he can't read either. I mean, literally, why do we have an illiterate in the Literature Club?
Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Kryn joined. She was one of those deaf mutes.
For anybody that wonders, I actually did buy that deaf mute shirt, and we'll have to put a picture of it up on Twitter someday. I have to find a way to strip out any identifying information, though. But
as for me, I just like it better here than I do at home, because I can read my manga in peace. And Kryn isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. In fact, I have some serious questions about whether or not he can even read. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. In other words, Natsuke's asking to be kicked out of the club. Because like literally the entire point of even joining a club like this would be to do things with other people. So why would she even want to be in the club? Just leave. She's not even a vice president in this version of the story. Monika is clearly taken back by Natsuke's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Kryn want to get more members too. Right?
Oh...
I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. I straight up don't care because I'm just here to stare at the wall all day and basically put something down on my resume for when I go off to college. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, that would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation... No. Natsuke's right, isn't she? This club... it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did?
Well, that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything.
Kryn, why did you even join this club? Is it just because I cyberbullied you into joining the club? Because that is totally what happened. What were you hoping to even get out of it?
Well... it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? I literally did it because I got bullied into joining, both in the original timeline and this timeline.
In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monika sits down and stares at her desk. None of us have a choice in anything in life.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake?
Oh, now you've done it, Natsuke. You did it, you bitch.
What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. You know, people other than you, Yuri. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? Yeah, when you're openly antagonistic to everyone, kind of is. There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me.
Oh, she's not taking anything away.
No, Kryn. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club and just sat and read a book all day. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuke starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Good, get out and don't come back.
Natsuke.
Natsuke ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. We promptly locked the door so she can't change her mind.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, you see, we got a festival in a few days, and we're gonna need a new member to replace the one that just quit. So why don't we try recruiting some people, and then we could get like 1 million club members and make this a real nice club. And then we can get a better tea set than a stupid electric kettle. Do you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I like it. I like it. Her voice lines are so based when she goes all evil.
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she... Well, we can't say that, so... Nobody would cry if she went to meet Allah.
Oh, her eyeball popped open. That's not concerning at all. Ma'am, you need to go to the doctor right now. Just saying.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Krend? What do you want to get out of this club?
Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. Oh, I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. Get along, little doggy. Get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. You know, family, so we can join Fast and the Furious. It's all about family in those videos, right? I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. For example, we got rid of our weakest link a few minutes ago, so now the club will be that much stronger. That's what will end up making the literature a special place.
I see. I really agree with you.
I agree, I'm kind of cyberbullying Natsuke, but I really don't care. I don't care for the character at all. So, I'm good with bullying her, okay?
I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Oh, look, her eye's bleeding. How about that? I just noticed that. How long's that been going on for? Alright, each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Oh, alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuke tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri.
Huh?
I know things were a little bit awkward yesterday, with how you're generally weird and awkward and all that. But I feel like you deserve to know that I think you're a wonderful vice president, and I'm not being sarcastic at all. And also, you're a wonderful friend. Not really, but I'm gonna pretend.
Monica?
I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay?
Me too.
Yeah! Let's all go home for today. Let's all pretend that the young kid didn't quit, and the other one, her eyeball's bleeding. And we still have a mysterious member who doesn't exist anymore, but we all totally remember her. And then we got the illiterate guy that came in here, and he's screwing everything up for everyone else. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow.
Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Krend?
What's this Wii nonsense, Yuri? I don't remember signing up for a Wii competition. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Krend before we leave.
I'm gonna save, because I can see something. Oops, it didn't let me save.
I just want to see what he thinks of his time here and all that.
Yeah. Oop. Oh, I want to save over on this one.
Get like 6 save slots, it's fine. But it's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Shit's about to get real. Phew. Things have been a little bit hectic today, haven't they? Crin, I just wanted to make sure that you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy.
Oh no. What is going on in the background? Oh no. I'm glad I saved.
I feel like I'm kind of responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know?
Really?
I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how Natsuke is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know, crazy. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here.
Whoa, she's breaking the fourth wall already, guys. I mean, we're well past that point, actually.
You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time that you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it anything weird. I kind of did, though. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know that only you could understand. So that's why— wait, no, stop it!
Aw. It just kind of fades out. Alright, we recently saved, so we're gonna go with Doki Doki. You always gotta go with Doki Doki. Let's do all the same one. Oh, look, it's just adding ones to the end of them. Alright. As this keeps going. I like it. Let's see how far we can get it going. Oh, look, it broke. There's a, I don't know what that's supposed to be in drawing. Okay. Moving on. Hi, Trend. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today.
Monica! I told you not to. She really late again.
Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuke.
Excuse me?
Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling?
What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? Sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately?
Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad?
See, it is something.
I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it.
Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. I technically quit the club yesterday. Why am I even here? Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Well, Kren just walked in here too.
You were practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano?
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right. I forgot.
About that, Natsuke, we were all talking yesterday, and we've agreed that you don't belong in this club, and you need to get the fuck out of here. We decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something that we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, we'll give you $1. Then I'll buy you some manga. I'll buy you some new manga.
Bribing me with comic books. How about that? Deal. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're all doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool, right? You are cool, right, Krind?
Nope, not at all.
And I guess another girl would be nice this time. Don't need it turning into a sausage fest or anything with this one guy that we have here. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, a pro poetry writer, pro poet. So I'm going to help too, and we're going to make sure it's done right.
Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica?
Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. We must all continue the cycle together. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuke. Anyway, Krind, what do you want to do today? Try to take over the world. I was thinking that we could.
We already have plans today.
Is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Krind is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Basically, I'm reading it to him because he has the mental capacity of a child. He can't read, and I really wonder why he's even in this literature club. But if we put on a front together, we won't have to kick him out, and then our club won't have to disband. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Nothing matters at all whatsoever. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica.
So we're gonna read together with the weirdo again.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Oh, not at all. You gonna go all stabby again? Cause I'd rather we skip that part if we could.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well, because otherwise that'd be really inconsiderate of me, making a whole pot of tea in just one teacup.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a water filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. And by the way, I'm going to take my knife with me for completely unrelated reasons.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. This is literally the same dialogue we had on the last in-game day, and I'm still struggling over the same line. I need to learn how to read. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Oh, I might as well walk with you.
That's okay. I have to go to my special place and do some special things by myself, if you know what I mean. You stay here. It won't take long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again?
Oh no, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. ...
It's gonna be literally the same thing as yesterday, huh? Do you want to bet we're stuck in a loop until there's something we have to do? Maybe we have to delete Yuri's character or something. But we're probably stuck in a loop. It won't actually take us to the festival day. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up. Yeah, we're gonna save again. I'm just gonna save over top of that one. Yeah, she's a little bit busy getting all stabby. I'm bored just waiting here, so I go look for her. Hey look, more of the same things again, yeah! Look children, if you're still watching this for some reason, why the fuck are you still here? I told you when we started playing this game that this is gonna be dealing with some serious stuff. Why are you watching this? Go watch Fortnite dance compilations or something. But the rest of us, the adults, we're gonna watch Doki Doki Literature Club, and there's some bad stuff going on. So if any little Timmies see this, just don't be looking at it. Don't look at it. Look somewhere else. Go look at the Fortnite man. Go watch him do the dance. I gotta actually click on it. Okay. Oh, let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale, like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Are they in pain? Yeah, they are. I reach the corner and peer around it. Look, Timmy! Leave! Don't look, Timmy! You're gonna go! Avert your eyes! No! Yuri! Yeah! Oh, look. She was doing the thing again. Hey, look. It's looping through that again. Alright, now we're back to here. Oh, did the game... Oh, look. Her eyeballs are clear. Okay. Well, that was normal. That was normal. Nothing to see here. Moving on. Wait. How did I... Sorry, I just had really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. I actually don't know if this is supposed to be read as like Yuri's demon voice or not. At least, that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about anything. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. It's gonna rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things.
I don't know why it's happening. Kryn, is it just me? Or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? I wouldn't be crazy. Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she was always listening. But finally, we're all alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. Okay. I just want to stay here forever. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time and any other extracurricular activities we decide to take on. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Ooh, I like the effect that's going on with this. This is kind of cool. Is that supposed to be Sayori, like, superimposed on it? It's kind of cool. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Ha 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 ha. That was a joke. We're just kidding. Just kidding. No one take that seriously for legal reasons. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. Knives are sharp and pointy and fun. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. You know, with the cutting end and the stabby end and all that. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. All of the shiny knives. I literally don't know anything about knives. That's why I'm struggling to come up with something funny to say to this. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use, if you know what I mean. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody.
So I can see it's Monica superimposing herself onto this.
And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Kryn. Now we don't have to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. It'll just be the two of us. Yes. Not to mention the other pathetic child. Disgusting child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Yes, yes. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get to have that happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Kryn? Well,
who should I show my poem to first? That was quite an experience right there. I tell you what, I did enjoy voice acting that. That was enjoyable, going into like the crazy, demented state of mind and acting that. That was fun. I'm gonna have to do like a Joker compilation one day. So as is tradition, we'll go down in order. Natsuke first. My throat's gonna hurt, but that's fine. We got Yuri to voice act after that. Hers is literally just me whispering into the microphone. So.
This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything. I'm literally just a member and the lowest member yet. But that doesn't mean that you can let me down, okay? I have expectations of you. Expectations that I think you will completely fail to meet. So at least read mine too for now. Just to be clear though, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been kind of worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, you know, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. So I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you know what I mean.
I hate how you have to how it jumps down when you scroll.
I've always wanted to try to be better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I just don't care. I feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something, see if you can try to help her. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll just make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please, literally do anything. Just something so I can palm off all my guilt onto you. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it, so I'm kind of mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know that I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading.
Alright, game's glitched out. Sweet. I changed my mind. I'm gonna save. This ought to get good. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Crind? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Only Monica. Always Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Alright, game reloads. Just Monica.
Who should I show my poem to next?
Let's go with Yuri.
Finally. Ha 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 ha.
Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it. I love everything about it. Crind, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? I'm gonna put it on my refrigerator so my parents can see how proud I am of it. Please?
Oh, sure. I don't care. I literally stole this off the internet, so I look like I know how to write a poem. Do you really think... Yeah, I can't read. So, do you think I wrote this?
Ha 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 ha. You're too nice to me, Crind. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but... Yeah, really. I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm gonna take this home with me, and I'm gonna keep it in my room, and I'm gonna touch it every night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it.
Oh look, she's even saying what I said. Since I already said it, we'll actually do this. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Oh, it's kind of fucked up. Ha 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 ha.
You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. What are you doing? Why are you standing there staring blankly at it? Are you able to read, Crind? Do you know how to read?
Alright. That is covered in blood, and I guess that's urine? I don't know. I'm gonna try to read this, but how are you supposed to read that? That is really hard to read. I'm recognizing, like... Yeah, is there like a translation of this? Let's see. Yuri... How do you spell Yuri? Blood-stained poem, Doki Doki... Literature... Club... My Google searches from this game right now put me on an FBI watch list, I bet. Oh, they actually have a translation of it. Cool. Alright. Oh, they actually... Wow. It's kind of... Oh, it's literally just, gibberish. Alright. Alright, let's, try to read this. Well, you'll find the current translation of Yuri's poem. So it's supposed to say... Brassages, bedipers, counter trades, Haslet skiing, sunglasses, cannoli. Carven, niece, economical... Oh, this is like an Necronomicon script. Wow, my recurring joke about her being one of the forces of darkness trying to summon Cthulhu might have actually been an in-game like lore object or something. That was actually non-intentional. Barninus gallivated southeastward Uferin Krumpt. Caput Nuncola colonoscopal Dolente Trebino Revelement Outworkte Sopropus Minoscopic Accessional Mons Intercesis Shakuls
preoccupations, hippodrome outward gooks, Davises und Ulters, Menthesating, Sharina, Preposten, Uramast, Curmudgeon's activity, Ashes, Pinkredling, Muskuntimaden, Vissels Stigmaden, Statcroft, Neranseles Bond, Denderles Barkrust Crusados Trust, Manchestars earphones, Read books discompletely, Experpantus, Monotasking Gobla, Parentas Expedients, Viticeregaris, Cratius and Santa Furcanis, Schwervlis, Flat Sepulchral Tanksvere, Crawl Scroog Peronates, Stringers Galantine Flagstones, Shush's Conceptualization, Sarah joined, Counterblaste. Rocke Numerative della Fancilis Metalanione, Montrum Dynapas Atomas, Detonimization, Pecranius Havenis, Pragmatizing Reproachfulness, Telework, Nouts Demoted, Relevere Burn Haze, Carapatrus Mangular, Viracus, Transvitise Siniculate Narcissus, Hikers Meno Danic Racing, Post Crisis Alikinesis, Syncophancy Seraphainting, Inshore Youngtress, Raphits Cliffordist Boosten, Zood Therapy, Chlorides Nationwide Schlub, Yuri, Timeshares, Consto Premier, Box Spaces Recentine Tarot, Conscious Consiglino for Pathfinity, Poofter Subjunctionations, Aquarian Theralates Revenating, Kino Serial, Permissibilities Necrotizing, Journey Workout Keist, Clarids Truter, Myopias Undeviating, Exvocations, Snario Superglue.
It literally says super glue right there, kids. Alright.
Demonize Infirmitaries, Tepherbe Phoenix, Brainboxes Hominum, Lancelet Lombative Stray, Invigalated Ancetobulums, Antennalo Decosacrater, Flens Abodatus, Flaggers Bombful Verpusvali, Glarvich Harpus, Intercession, Multipara Augmentations, Tetrachromatana, Co-opting Decade infrequently, Artiles Intricacy Usuals, Pilarize Alterating, Cataparesis Furnishing Langland, Gothatite to Deflate, Butterburst Phonicizing Maniast, Hydrophosphoric Capshirts, Chain Ball Sweeping, Roadblocks Rundun, Soliquities, Broking, Mendacious Parasitums. Countervailed, Unveiling, Scaries, Passionately. Is this the same thing, just in something that approximates English? Okay, I'm just gonna skip down underneath all the fake Latin text they have written here. And we'll just read what they interpret is the actual poem. Alright, oh wait, that's the actual thing. Fresh blood seeps through the line, parting her skin and slowly colors her breast red. I begin to hyperventilate as my compulsion grows. The images won't go away. Images of me driving the knife into her flesh continuously, fucking her body with the blade, making a mess of her. My head starts to go crazy as my thoughts start to return. Shooting pain assaults my mind along with my thoughts. This is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. How could I ever let myself think these things? But it's unmistakable. The lust continues to linger through my veins. An ache in my muscles stems from the unreleased tension experienced by my entire body. Her third eye is drawing me closer. Alright, so that's what it's supposed to mean. Basically, Yuri's gonna stab Natsuke, if you haven't
already watched this, we're going to have to save the game shortly after this, because there's going to be a spot where literally you get stuck playing it, and if you try to quit, the game won't let you. I mean, you can terminate the process, but there's no official way of quitting the game once you get into that. So I hit continue.
Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent.
Okay, so that was you on it.
That's not good. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm gonna go vomit right now.
Alright. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. But we're gonna save. Because it's important to save. As we all learn from Bible Camp Kids, Jesus saves, and so should we. For legal reasons, this is not actually a Christian stream. Okay.
Don't say I didn't warn you, Crind.
Is that it?
Yes or no? What should I pick?
Does it actually matter what I pick? Probably not. Yes or no? What do I answer with? Somebody actually has a whole discussion on this. Alright. Alright, this might be the part where I have to quit the game because we're going to get stuck into the next cycle. We're going to hit yes. Yes. Whatever it is, yes. As we learned from playing Far Cry, always say yes.
A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost. Looking for an exit, I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceilings and walls deep beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, or anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water.
So she went out of bounds, is what we're saying.
Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired.
So yeah, she fell out of bounds and drowned.
Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with.
She's like, yep, I'm just tired of this already.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
Look, can we just get this done? I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. That's okay. I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help.
Monica, I'm not useless, you know?
I know that.
I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and put up some nice mood lighting.
There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about...
What about Crind?
Kryn is gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull?
I agree with Natsuke. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands.
Mine too.
What, your cupcakes? Please.
Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Kryn around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey! I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Kryn decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power.
Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Kryn make the choice, okay?
Okay, fine.
I gotta find out where to save, so we're gonna save one more time just in case there is something we have to actually be worried about.
Fine. Jeez. Kryn, I know how fed you up with you. Kryn, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuke, shut your fucking mouth, bitch, and let him decide for yourself. Let him decide for himself, ya bitch.
You shut your mouth! Well, for God's sakes. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay?
I like how it flipped around like that. Oh, it won't let you select anyone other than Monica. So if I do that, if I get anywhere above... Okay, that's funny. Alright, we're gonna save. This is obviously the part where, well, we just saved. So we're gonna actually end the game. Well, let me end the game while I'm here, huh? Okay, cool. We're gonna end the game because the rest of this is all gonna be the festival. And so we're gonna do that next week. So we'll just kind of terminate it. Alright, so that does it for today. We're going to play more of Doki Doki Literature next week if I'm not working. I'm doing overtime, so I am working next Tuesday, but it should be over by 10 o'clock. So we'll see how much energy I have. We may or may not do a stream. Otherwise, the next Doki Doki Literature Club is going to be in 2 weeks. So, good luck with that, kids. But most of you seem to watch us on YouTube afterward. So it should be fine on that front. We're going to do the festival. The festival should be a whole day unto itself. Then after that, we're going to do the side stories. And then once we're finished with this, we're going to move on to Fallout 76. For tomorrow, we're going to play some more Red Faction. We should be able to get through with Capek's story, or the section with Capek. And then probably get a decent amount into the way with the fight with the mercenaries. We should only have a few more weeks left of that too, so we might be able to end Doki Doki Literature Club and Red Faction at the same time. And then we'll just be professional Fallout 76 streamers for a few weeks until I can get leveled up enough to attend the pit event. But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Had a few new followers. I didn't shout anybody out yet, but we usually save that for the end unless the audio alert comes up. So that's the general game plan going forward. And I'm kind of rambling right now, so we're gonna end the stream.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.